Welcome to another episode of Manitowoc Garage. Remember, always refer to the crane's safety and operation manuals before operating the crane. We're going to take a look at the National Gen 3 or the black button display and how to view the module information and inputs and output screens. So we're going to turn on the key, power up the display. This screen's going to load, so we'll scroll to the right using the arrow button, and we are looking for the third option. Make sure it's highlighted in blue and use the button under the check mark to make your selection. In this screen, we are going to want to make the selection under the I/O icon. The first screen that comes up is for module status. This screen and the following will be configured to show the name in the first columns, status in the second, and value in the third. Values listed are for the device's software version in this window. Status running is operational. These here show missing because the counterweight pads are not currently installed on this simulator. This is what you could expect to see with a communication problem with a device as well. So let's scroll to the next screen, which is the RCL systems information screen. Again, we see the name, status, and value columns. You can see the value types are indicated in parentheses after the name. In these cases, counts for the sensors and millivolts for the rear beam. Status for sensors will be OK if functioning properly. That will change if there is a device or wiring issue. The outriggers show the position the system perceives that they are in, full span in this case. So let's go ahead and scroll to the next screen. This one is interlock information. Again, names are here. Status is indicated by green for active and red for inactive, or on or off, since they are digital signals. The crane power switch is currently red or off. So if we switch the crane function switch on the overhead panel to the on position, the signal goes from red to green on the screen. The armrest and proxy seat switch is currently red or off. So if we put the armrest down while sitting in the seat, the signal is going to turn green. So with all of these boxes under the to operate crane, we have met the demands of the system to operate the crane in regular crane mode. To operate the in full remote mode, you can use this screen to monitor the requirements and if they are met to do so. So on to the next screen. Outputs for the server or master module, same format as before. Name, status, value. Note that statuses operating correctly say normal. Opens are the disconnected outputs on the simulator in this example. Values are going to be either on or off for digital signals from the module, or a variable number for current or milliamps and pulse width modulation outputs, or PWMs. For example, here, if we move the left joystick to the left and right, simulating swing, we can see swing clockwise and swing counterclockwise MA values change. The next screen is going to be for CAD modules 1 and 2, outputs. Same setup. Now we're looking at outputs related to these two modules. The next screen is going to be outputs for the front modules 1 and 2. These are viewing everything related to the outputs from the front two modules. Outputs related to the rear module are going to be on the next screen. The only outputs on this module are for running the outriggers. Next screen. This is going to be for the outputs related to the counterweight keypads. But also note that the cab tilt outputs are also found on this screen. The next screens are for inputs, starting here with the server or master module. In this example, we are turning the bypass key on the console, and you can see the input respond on the screen. An example of a variable input here is the throttle pedal. While pushing the throttle pedal, we can see the millivolt value change for it. Inputs to the cab module 1 and outrigger keypads is the next screen. On the left is inputs into the cab module. On the right, we have the inputs into the left and right keypads. The final screen is for inputs for the joysticks. Here you can also check the functionality of the joysticks and look at each axis when you move the stick to make sure it is communicating properly. Thanks for tuning in to Manitowoc Garage. Be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button for future videos.